We here!
Yes, sir!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 72 of the 6ixYardBox podcast, where Arsenal look back to their best, City look back to their worst, and Toronto FC, as always, lads, are in absolute shambles. We're here for a three-man pod today. The lovely Miles Alberga is sick, unfortunately, so I'm in his control seat right now.
Big switch.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna see. I'm here with the lovely Antoine across from me,
Hello, everyone.
and Blake to my left today. How are we feeling, lads?
You didn't get the lovely, so.
It's okay.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
I think I'm good.
You
Yeah.
think you're good?
Yeah. Come back
After the performance, you're good.
after the performance. I am good. The double performance.
Yeah, performances, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling good. Arsenal's doing good. Coming back from my trip. My trip was good. Lovely. Lovely stuff.
Pretty good.
What about you guys?
You know, all my teams won all their games. So
All your
yeah.
teams.
No, we need to talk about this.
All your
we will
teams?
talk about this.
No.
Because now you're trying to gaslight me.
Absolutely. We're talking about
Because
this.
now you're trying to gaslight me into saying that I'm not a Benfica fan, and it's quite ridiculous if I'm being honest.
I kind of agree with Blake on this one. There's a difference. And we'll get into it. We'll get into it later.
Okay. Yes, we will. We have Champions League to talk about. We have Premier League to talk about. Lots of topics to get into. La Liga is also heating up.
It is. It
I haven't
is.
watched the highlights though.
Barcelona crumbling.
Y'all are on. I did see that they're on the same amount of points as Javi last year.
Are they? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
Really?
Like they're the same point
didn't know
total with
that.
Javi and with Flick. So
I just know they were 7 points ahead, and now they are, I believe, just 1 point ahead with a game in hand.
Real
And
Madrid
Real Madrid have a game in hand.
Yeah. Now,
So they are potentially second now in the La Liga. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
big stuff. Well, let's start with Champions League because it was almost a week ago now. As I always say, we shouldn't take too long on it, but we probably will.
we can try and not take long.
Yeah, we can try.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna get straight into.
Oh
We're gonna
yeah.
get straight into PSG.
Lads,
Go ahead. Your team fucking
it
sucks, dude.
fucking reeks, dude. I don't even know what to say. I've said what I needed to say at this point. There's nothing. We just don't have killers in our team. We don't have the guy. We're too nice. We're too nice. You look at the starting 11. Nobody is nobody. There's no killer. Safonov, goalkeeper. He's not intimidating anybody.
Who?
Thank you. Hakimi can
Wait,
put
what?
in. Thank you.
Who is that?
Exactly. We signed him over the summer.
Apparently,
He's
well,
a-
you said he was a promising young keeper.
We signed him over the summer from Krasnodar. You know Krasnodar, of course.
Russian team.
Russian team. He's a Russian goalkeeper.
Yo, are you kidding me?
So we signed him.
That's low-key ball fucking knowledge,
It is,
bro.
it is.
Okay.
I remember Chelsea, Krasnodar, Giroud 4 goals. Champions League. That's ball knowledge. Anyways. So we signed him from Krasnodar, and now apparently he's starting over Donnarumma in the Champions League, which I don't know how I feel about that. But then Hakimi, sure, can be a little intimidating. Not too much, though. Marquinhos, past his time. Lucas Beraldo, anyone? Milan Skriniar, anyone? No? William Pacho, anyone? Nuno Mendes? Let's look at the midfield. Vitinha, João Neves, Zaire Emery. Which of these three guys can like scare the opposition? Can be killers on the pitch? I'm sorry, but when Vitinha is telling the press that we tried our best today, we came short, we gave it our all. Like, dude, have we regressed in terms of wanting to win games? Like, what's going on?
We're PSG. we're PSG, lads. We're the
No,
fucking
but seriously,
standards.
You know what's so fucking stupid is they're still like 7 points up in the league.
Of course, brother. It's fucking PSG.
Because no,
What in the Champions League?
in the Champions League is different.
No, I know.
Obviously,
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
if
like,
If we start regressing in the league, then there's a fucking problem.
yeah.
Exactly.
But no, Vitinha's telling the press after the game, we tried our best, we gave it our all. I don't want that.
No.
I want people to. It's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Vitinha said we tried our best. We couldn't do anything more. I want someone to say, we tried, but we didn't try hard enough. We need to do better next time.
Yeah.
No one in that team is able to. I look at that team and I don't see a captain. Kimpembe is injured, so that's one guy that I see as a true captain and a true leader of that team. But right now, apart from Marquinhos, who again is past his time, and sure has a lot of experience in center back and in Champions League, but he's just the rest around him is just they're too nice. We're a team of nice guys. We need the Declan Rices in there.
Wow.
We need
Declan Rice is in that.
the Salibas in there. You know, like those intimidating players, the players that the opposition team looks at and targets. Be like, yeah, this guy could be a real problem. Right now, we don't have anybody.
Like with Sandro Martinez.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here, please.
I don't think anyone's very intimidated.
Like,
But
tell
no,
me,
that's fair.
An
That's fair.
opposition team looks at PSG squad.
You're not scared, Chad.
You're not scared. Maybe
No.
Barcola can sometimes produce a little moment of magic. Perhaps I was a little too high on him at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and Zaire Emery
he's
and
still-
John
he's still-
Neves
he's still
and
my-
Guys, this season
Marquinhos.
feels
and-
different, guys. I'm telling you, it just feels different.
He's still my chouchou, as we say it in French. Like he's still
My chouchou! Oh la la!
close to my heart. Obviously,
What's that mean?
it's like the player that you have a soft spot for.
Okay.
So he's still my chouchou, but let's step it up.
How do you feel about Arnaud Tenas?
I think he should be starting.
Yes, I knew he was gonna say some bullshit like that.
It's not bullshit at all. You won the Olympics with Spain, so you played on a decently high level.
Was he playing? The one that was in it?
Yeah, he was the one in that. When
Where is
when
he
Olympic-
from? Is he
He was. What do you mean?
like where'd you get
He's
him
Spanish.
from? No, where'd you
we
get
got
him
him from Barcelona.
Okay.
Barcelona. Yeah. So yeah, he's played in decently big games before, and in a time where you need or where you show that the goalkeeping position is not the best in your squad, even though you have Donnarumma, who's supposed to be one of the best goalkeepers in Europe.
Yeah.
Replacing him with Safonov, who is unproven in every single sense of the word, is insane to me. Especially when you sign someone like Arnaud Tenas a year ago, and that you promised him regular, like a rotation. It's like that guy you sign on career mode, and you're like, yeah, like you're a squad player. Like you'll rotate with the first team.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Now Arnaud Tenas has no business in our team, and he should leave for his sake because he truly has a lot of potential. I saw it last season.
What about Axel Tape Cobrisa?
Brother, I'm sorry, I do not know who that is.
Oh,
Wow.
he doesn't have a face on Fall Mom,
Okay.
so
How old is he?
he is 17.
Yeah.
Probably part of your academy.
Yeah, maybe one to look out for in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Buy low.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Buy low. Like Leonard's little boys needs to scout low. He
Okay.
needs to buy low. Anyways, I think it's enough PSG talk.
Okay.
I don't want to bore the
No,
the
it's
audience.
okay.
Well, okay, so Bayern didn't even play that
No,
well. in
not
your
at all,
game.
and that's
and
the
we
thing.
didn't even give context here. Bayern beat you guys 1-0 in a underwhelming
In
performance
a
for both
dead
teams.
fucking game. No team played
Yeah,
well. It
I
was
didn't
one
watch
of the
it.
worst
It wasn't
football
great.
matches I've seen this year.
What's their position in the Champions League table now?
PSG?
25th.
25th.
I was gonna say
25th, right below Real Madrid at
Wow.
24th.
So you're not even in the playoff spots
Nope,
right now.
not at all. And we still have City to play against and Stuttgart, who, even though they
Well,
lost
I mean,
5-1
City-
this week,
City might not be terrible to
No,
play
but-
against right now, but I know
it's
it's
still City.
Lads,
Let's be honest here.
Stuttgart is that. See, that's what I think a bit of the issue is. Like, I know I do that as an Arsenal fan, and I'm always scared.
Yeah, I know
but
what you're going to say. Yeah, I see.
but like Stuttgart's in 27th in the league.
Yeah.
Like you just have to win.
I see Stuttgart. I look at Stuttgart and I see a good squad, like a team that's been together for a couple of years now. They've climbed up the ranks of the Bundesliga, finished second last season. Like they're a well-rounded team. They know how to play with each other, and obviously they shouldn't be scaring me if my club wants to be one of the best in Europe. But as of right now, especially in the conditions that we are, they do.
Who is this Henry Chase guy?
you're just looking through your whole squad now. Like,
And Chase.
Am I casual? He's Japanese and he has a crazy hairdo. Like just full.
Not PSG.
Full. No. He's on
Okay,
Stuttgart.
Who is he?
That's what I'm saying. But he started for them last game, I think.
Oh. But yeah, no.
Sorry, guys. Very off topic. But
And then we have Salzburg, so who we should be. If we
Yeah.
don't,
it should be a playoff spot if
We-
we're being realistic.
yeah. And then we'll get eliminated at the playoff spot. Let's be honest here. Because
Well,
we'll be playing one of the higher teams in the playoffs, so one of the teams that have been doing a little better.
Yeah.
So
So it is like it's like NBA style where it's literally just like the high seed versus the low seed.
yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Okay. Because I saw somewhere that it was just literally just going to be like a draw, like it's random between.
No,
the
I think
playoff
it's
teams.
pretty sure, like 99% sure.
That would
it's
make the most sense,
it would.
right?
It would.
Yeah. So
Any Dembele hate you want to
Oh my
share?
god. Well, here's the thing with Dembele. Again, the killer thing, but
You also bigged him up at the start of the season.
I
You,
did.
you said he was
And-
better than
and
Saka. Did
rightfully
he not
so.
say he was better
No,
than Saka?
I did not say that.
at the
I did not
end of
say
last
that. End of last season when he
we did
was
start
playing
bench
better
sell.
than Saka, I was saying he's playing better than Saka. Let's not do this right now. Please, let's not do this right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's nowhere near him, but
No, the red card wasn't entirely his fault. I think the first challenge, the first yellow card is him just talking to the ref, which you shouldn't be doing that, obviously.
Yep.
And then the second one is a challenge that he shouldn't go for, but it was not a foul. I admit that he shouldn't be going for that foul to begin with because
Risky.
it is risky, and if it does land, it is a yellow card. But it didn't fucking land, and the ref was tripping. But regardless, he's still at fault.
okay.
All right. Shall we go Arsenal?
Sure.
From one team's woes to another's glory, I guess. You had Sporting last week in the Champions League, and lad, you absolutely cooked them. A great performance against an Amorim system, you could say.
Preview for Wednesday.
Preview for Wednesday?
We'll get there. But yeah, I mean, I won't confirm or deny how I watched this game. But I was in America.
Okay.
So my
You watched it the
normal
Julian way.
my normal streaming platforms weren't obviously working.
Uh-huh.
My father has a VPN which also wasn't working.
Unbelievable.
They got smart now.
So you can infer. I'm not confirming or denying.
Right.
But I'm glad I did find a way to watch it because wow, what a performance. And right from the off, just direct, normal Arsenal that we're used to where we're not crossing all the time. It's not super apprehensive. We're very direct in what we do. There's a plan, there's a vision. Everyone's executing at the highest of their abilities. And again, 5-1, I don't think it was flattering, but we just were so well organized on the attack that there was like not a lot that went wrong for us, right? Throughout that whole game. And then obviously the Gabriel celebration, which he did again on the weekend. Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay,
He
so it
did
wasn't
play.
just a
But
disrespect thing.
he did it over
to
the
Gyökeres?
eyes. Not the mouth.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, which
still.
is debatably worse.
Bro, if I'm Victor Gyökeres, I'm saying that and taking crazy disrespect from it.
But do you know why? Do you know why that people are saying he did that?
Why?
Because when Goncalves scored the goal against us in the Europa League 2 years ago, he did this celebration, which
Okay.
Xhaka did.
I see.
Xhaka used to do
Okay.
all the time.
I see.
So
I
then this
see.
was kind of like, haha, F
He's
you.
a stubborn fucking guy then.
Wow. So
Yeah.
he held
Oh my
grudges.
goodness.
But
Holy
why not though? Like if you want to disrespect us, that's fine. We'll do the same thing, and you can hold it as well.
Fair enough.
Bro, if you want to do that, then do Shaka celebration. If you want to be petty and
Yeah.
throw it back to that. Don't do the celebration of the guy
Of the
you're
guy
trying
that
to
wasn't
sign
even
this
in the
summer.
club.
Look, lads, that could be wrong. I'm just saying that's what people are
okay,
speculating. But yeah, fantastic performance. Our corner kick routines are once
Oh
again
my goodness,
immaculate.
it's so terrifying.
Saka, Odegaard.
Yes.
Saka was the weekend. Odegaard was this game.
Yes.
Wow. I'll say it again. The most creative player and the most creatively adept player I've ever seen in my life. I think he's better than Ozil. I think his consistency puts him above Ozil. Maybe not like if he drops off, of course, but like if you give me one game right now who I want to play in that number 8 role, it's
At their best.
at their best. It's okay at their best. No,
Well then, what are we doing?
because it.
Well, then it's not the most creative you've ever seen.
No,
What-
okay.
what-
Let me rewind. I have one number 8 position that I can fill. I have Odegaard and I have Ozil, but I don't know how either one's gonna play. Like I just have them at their peak abilities. They're both 28 years old, 30 years old, whatever. They're at their peak abilities, but I don't know what performance they're gonna play. Like it's like any normal game. I don't know what performance they're gonna put in. I want Odegaard in that team.
Okay.
Because his consistency and his ability to create space and hold on to the ball and attract pressure, which again creates space on its own, something I've never seen before. And Ozil was too inconsistent at doing that, in my opinion. Like the Ozil Kevin De Bruyne debates, I always thought were outlandish. I never understood them. I thought De Bruyne is so clear, in my opinion. Obviously, the high end of Ozil is probably something that Odegaard maybe won't be able to reach. But man, if he keeps going this 3, 4, 5 years, like he's.
You're saying pound for pound, Odegaard is like the better player.
I do think so. Yeah. Wow. I think he just he offers more.
Yeah.
He helps winning more than Ozil would.
And it's blatant proof that when he was gone, his absence was so missed. Like crazy.
And it's the way we're winning now too. We were winning without him for the first little bit, and then we dropped off. But the way we're winning now, it's that Arsenal we're used to. It's that confidence that is inspired throughout the whole team that wasn't there, despite the fact that we were winning at the beginning of his injury stint. So yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy compliments.
Yeah, I love him to death. Like I love him to death. Like he's getting up there with Saka. Obviously Saka's my star boy, but he's getting up there. Yeah.
Jesus, man. And you still somehow think United will beat you on Wednesday? Like I don't know how your team could be going through this kind of form, look so good as they are, and you're still like, I don't know about Wednesday, guys. I don't know about Wednesday. I just have a bad feeling, guys.
I just don't. I can't go into the games completely confident. I'm scarred from the beginning of the season.
Right.
So
you also said last week, like, oh, we're definitely losing to Sporting. Definitely losing to Sporting.
I thought we were.
Guys, West Ham is so losable.
They beat Nuki. Lads, they beat Nuki.
Bro, everybody's beating Nuki right now.
Yeah, fraud watch. But anyway, I hit my mic. But yeah, we can move on. Just a great performance. I'll talk more about their performance against West Ham on the weekend. Great performance. Sporting got humbled. They need to stay humbled. Amarim's gone. Figure your shit out.
And then the day
up
got,
the
Benfica.
There you go. Up those lads.
And then your day got even better when City choked a Feyenoord.
Which I wasn't watching, but oh my god, that was so funny.
That hate watch would have been crazy.
Oh, it'd been so good.
Were you guys watching that game? I was not.
It was during our show,
yeah.
class. So.
Plus,
when you see City are 3-0 up with 15 minutes to go against Feyenoord, you go, oh well, that's a guaranteed 3 points. Yeah.
What is that?
And usually, no, absolutely.
And
when Pep Guardiola,
99 times out of 100, that's exactly how the game would finish. But this is not the normal City.
7 in a row without a win?
That's insane.
I think 6.
No, I think it's 7 because it was 5 losses in a row.
Liverpool 7.
Was it 5 losses in a row or was it 5?
5 losses in a row.
6 without winning.
6 without
fuck.
winning, and then they lost to
without
Liverpool.
That is, oh my god, dude.
It's actually music to my ears. The fact that I haven't texted my City friend yet just shows how much of a good person I am.
And my dad was at the City Trophy Tour yesterday to watch the Liverpool game with all the other 20 City fans.
Yeah, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need to ask him
7. They have 4 midweek.
When Pep Guardiola makes those substitutions, historically, you know that game is going to end in City's favor. They're going to be passing the ball for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a dead game.
This is Manchester
They might
City.
they might get one more goal, but now he can't even he can't even make those substitutions anymore. I feel like because Feyenoord scored 3 against them in 15 minutes.
Their squad depth is like scarily low.
I know.
It's
Cities?
Yeah, it's terrible. Like player wise, they have players who can play, sure, but they're not good. Like I don't want to jump forward to the Liverpool game, but
that starting lineup is
is horrendous.
No, you're right. Injuries are hurting them right now. But again,
that's not an excuse. Like it's not an excuse.
There you go. Yeah.
To be fair, Liverpool have been very lucky with injuries this season. They've had no one out really.
That's
right?
true.
Trent's been out for a couple times.
Oh, that is a good point.
Everyone's gonna have one
Konate's
player.
injured right now.
Yeah.
Fair. It's not Rodri and it's not Odegaard.
Well, Trent is probably one of their most important players.
Oh, I disagree.
Blake. And Konate's start of the season is debatably better than any center back other than Virgil van Dijk.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Trent thing, I think Konate probably has more validity than Trent because Trent is, yes, to the attack, but Trent can also lose them a bunch of games. And we've seen him lose them a bunch of games as well, defensively.
I think he's elevated his defensive game lately, but I see where you're
I know. I think we need to stop the Trent defensive narratives.
I 100% agree.
I disagree because give it 3 weeks, and within the next month,
the problem.
Within the next month,
when was his last offensive mistake?
Well, they're cooking, so he hasn't had one.
That's the problem. Give him 3 weeks where he makes one defensive mistake out of one out of 20 good tackles, and the media is just gonna storm
But
on him.
it's usually
Trent again, letting a goal in.
But it's usually not, from what I'm seeing, it's usually not one defensive mistake. It's one defensive game that he's just shocking.
Okay.
That's what I've seen like him against
Like
Martinelli.
that's fair.
Him
Like
against,
the awareness sometimes lacks a little bit, but I
Yeah.
think in the past year especially, we've seen crazy consistency from him, and he's tightened it up a lot.
That's fair.
So
I do want to check the injuries just because I want to see like how crazy their injuries.
we are
have
on the
been,
topic
but-
of City.
Yeah.
Oh, we can. Well, yeah.
no.
Liverpool
Like,
Yeah, go.
to
Keep
it.
some.
I mean, like next game we're going over to their win against Real Madrid.
Right.
We will get to that, but yeah, just crazy choke by City.
Unbelievable.
Like they are like visually losing their minds. Like Pep and the squad are like discombobulating in front of our eyes.
that interview I saw after the game from Pep Guardiola.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was baffled.
Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
want to harm myself.
I'm like it's genuinely concerning. Like
Well, he did harm himself.
actually, a bit of a myth.
Cut.
That
from
cut on his
everywhere.
nose was there when City were winning. So
Okay,
He
but
harmed
the
himself
scratch.
He's
before,
a
though.
he's a
But
fucking
the-
psychopath. He probably did it
yeah.
himself
the
when they were winning.
head, the head was
Bro,
like
crazy.
You're bleeding? What?
I know. Bro, I don't know.
He's actually a sociopath.
If he was managing United, he'd actually be like Scarface. Like he'd be. He looked like Two-Face from
I get
Batman.
it though. Like it's just so like think about how he's just a serial winner. This has never happened to him in his
absolutely.
career. Like
It's
he must
never happened
he must
before.
feel like
Yeah.
the world is ending because this is so new to him.
I know. Yeah, but we love to see it.
It is nice to see them lose.
How are those injuries looking?
They kind of do a lot of okay. They have people out, but not that like Allison is out, but
Forgot.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
Allison.
but Kelleher is like the best backup in the league.
Ortega.
No,
Yes.
Ortega's not better. than
Ortega's
Kelleher.
first.
If you're going on form, no.
Well,
Well, if we're going on form, it's definitely Kelly.
it's definitely Kelleher.
Yeah,
But
and then
goalkeeping ability,
Jota's
Ortega.
out, who's kind of been he's been bad since last year. He was injured last year.
Okay.
And Jota's out,
Well,
and
he
then
was starting.
still a
He was
good-
starting
still a
striker
good
for them
little
at the
player.
beginning of the season.
right, but Nunez has played decent
playing, yeah.
enough, so
He-
whatever. Again, not, and then Connor Bradley, okay, whatever. And then Konate. So they do have injuries. So maybe I was wrong, but their nucleus is what I'm saying. Their nucleus is
core of the team,
is staying
your
intact.
McAllisters,
Yeah.
your-
Did you see what Arne Slot said about the injuries?
No. What
He said, I think in general, people only talk about injuries if the results are not there. I think it's a good thing that no one talks about our injuries. It means that we got our results in.
Absolutely.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
That's a great point. But their injuries aren't to like Gravenberch, McAllister, or Sabo. So anyway,
Yeah, fucking fair play. And then let's move on to the Real Madrid game because there's other topics in
man,
that.
they suck, bro.
They wanted the weekend.
Against Getafe?
Against who? Yeah, exactly.
Kylian Mbappe, guys. What do we say?
Should have came to Arsenal. Is what we're saying.
Man, I see a player that is so out of confidence.
And the team clearly doesn't like him.
No, okay.
I think
I've
there's some
seen the
clips taken out of context.
Absolutely. I've seen the clips. I think people just put some sad music
Right.
over it.
I know
a little
you could
gray
make
filter.
anything-
Like,
like
fuck.
you just take one guy and he's like, we've seen so many guys do that where they're just up against the wall. They're trying to get in the zone, right? And when they
Exactly.
do that, they kind of look a little bit on the sadder
Yeah.
side. And like, so yeah, you could just put like something like, so,
I do think there is a little bit of, apprehension between everyone.
Yeah,
Because they're not
I'm not-
playing
I'm not-
well.
I'm not
and
sure the
Mbappe's supposed to
chemistry's
come
all
in
there.
and be the guy, and he hasn't been the guy. And Vinny is,
I think
playing
Mbappe
in a
coming in with the mindset to be the guy is what's wrong in the beginning.
So-
You're not going to be the guy in a team where Vinicius Jr. has been
Right.
bossing it for 3+ years now and prime Ballon d'Or contender almost every single year. You're not gonna be the superstar right away.
but he should be though.
he absolutely should be.
He's
It's different in a team.
He's
with that
the
many
most
superstars.
talented player in the world right now.
he fucking should be.
He should be the
Genuinely,
guy.
I've been hanging on to Kylian Mbappe being the best player in the world since probably at least the World Cup.
Yeah.
because like
Absolutely.
you look at him and he's just box office,
There's
but
no
it looks
one-
like
yeah.
he's dyed in white. Like it's
Like there's something wrong with him. It's weird.
It is, but again, there's the there's the rumors and the
There's-
stories about his
yeah, I
attitude
know,
and all
yeah.
that, and of course we talked about the politics at Real Madrid. He may not be the best fit culturally there,
Yeah.
but man, you would expect him to make it work at some point. And to be fair to him, at the weekend against Getafe, he did score not a banger, I'd say, but a nice little clean finish from outside the box. He did put up a good performance, but it's
Did
just the Champions League. It's the biggest stage. It's Liverpool penalty cop. You got to score that.
Yeah.
You have to score that. And if you are labeled as one of the best players in the world and went to Real Madrid because you want to be recognized as that, that's just part of the business that you have to get done. And he couldn't do that. So, yeah. I genuinely, I think Kylian Mbappe is like one of the few players left that's like, like the whole Jogo Benito, like you watch him because he's box office and like you love watching him for the player, not for the team. And to see him struggling, it hurts a little bit. And from a non-biased side, I do want to see him get better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well said.
Thank you. I am high on the
Genuine.
monster right now. Thank you.
Are you? That was good.
Yeah.
How's the switching going so far? I feel like you're doing great.
You know what? This actually doesn't feel bad at
Okay.
all.
Because I don't want to do it. So I like that so far.
You tried to get fancy with it. Ooh, watch
Ooh.
Look at this clip.
Yeah, it's just terrible. It's just unfortunate that he rounds the keeper here and he misses, eh?
Oh shit.
It's a confidence thing.
It absolutely is.
you
But there's
know
also
what it
external
is?
factors
That's
to it.
I think the situation I think he's starting to regret it a little bit.
You think he goes to sleep at night going, man, it should have been Arsenal.
I think he goes to sleep at night thinking, this is not what I expected. I'm not saying he regrets going to Real Madrid. I'm saying he might regret his overall psyche going into the season. That his expectations of what this season was going to be are not obviously what they are right now. And I think he goes to sleep at night thinking, damn, this isn't fun. For a lot of this season. Obviously, he's had moments, but they haven't been those consistent moments against the Liverpools. Liverpool absolutely dominated. So, I mean, not absolutely dominated, but
No,
they played
did.
very well.
They did.
They did. Another victim in the Arne Slot Penitentiary. Have you seen that saying going around?
Yeah.
No.
I'm actually surprised you haven't.
Penitentiary. Huh?
The Arne
Penitentiary.
Slot Penitentiary. I guess that means
Don't
Liverpool's
play
clean
the
sheets.
second
I
language
swear to
card.
God.
Penitentiary.
Penitentiary?
Actually, I don't even know what that is. It's like a death.
It's like a jail
Okay,
cell.
yeah.
It's a jail cell. Like,
Like I could have guessed that, but like I didn't know the word.
Yeah.
Kipling Penitentiary. It's the one by my house.
That's not fun.
Anyway, yeah, it's like a prison. So basically, like Liverpool's clean sheets, I think, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the graphic was going around because now City's in the penitentiary as well. I think it's a little cringe.
Lads, they need to start losing.
Do you like the chant?
What's the chant?
The Christmas chant?
What is it?
It's beginning to look a slot like Christmas.
Ah.
No, that's literally terrible.
It's fire.
What's next? Is there anything else? Or is that all the same?
No, there's
Everywhere you go or something.
Yeah, no, there's some lyrics. It's like United are falling.
Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. That's fire as fuck. I'm a simple man, guys. I'm a simple man.
Fuck's sake, bro. You're like a child. You're like,
I literally am.
No, I think it goes City are falling something and
Yeah.
United are the same.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
okay, let's move on a little bit. Just to wrap up.
Yeah. Champions League.
Champions League, we had Inter beating Leipzig 1-0, which usually I wouldn't talk about, but I think now Leipzig are like tied for bottom of
Yeah.
the Champions League. Have they lost all their games?
They've lost every single one of their games
Holy shit.
so far. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even like Sturm Graz is ahead of them.
Sturm Graz did win
Hey,
over
don't count them out.
Don't disrespect my team. Sturm Graz, baby.
No.
Yeah. Leipzig are looking like a mess. And they're actually
It's-
not doing bad in the Bundesliga. So it's like, I don't
That's the surprising thing.
I
It's
don't know
not
what's
even
going
like,
on there.
It's not even like they have a bad squad either. Like,
No,
you
not
look-
at all.
Openda,
Yeah.
Benjamin Sesko,
Yeah.
Xavi Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? No, I'm kidding.
There you go.
Gertrudia, who did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard you do? Yeah,
who's
yeah, yeah.
up and coming.
Yep.
Kevin Campbell in the midfield. I know.
Uh-huh.
FIFA legend.
Is
I
he?
wouldn't say legend, but
Just a FIFA player.
just a FIFA packable player.
Just such a packable
Such
player.
a packable player. But no, there's enough players in there like Henrichs, who got called up to Germany for the Euros.
I haven't heard about Hendricks in a minute, bro.
There's also Nusa. You know Nusa. Antonio Nusa, Switzerland.
Yeah. Totally.
Norway, sorry.
All right, we're
Sure,
dragging it, lad. It's a-
If he was
We're
Swiss, I
dragging.
would have heard of him, but would have
We're
been in
dragging,
the
we're
Euros
dragging.
preview. Besides that, Villa drew with Juventus. Villa on a bit of a cold streak lately. We'll get onto them.
Absolutely.
We'll get onto them later.
Love it.
Benfica beat Monaco 3-2. Just had to mention that.
And
So let's
moving
get
on.
into it.
Okay, sure, yeah.
No,
Okay,
because
so is this gonna be salt because we beat one of your French teams, or
Bro, it's just because like you're not like you don't watch them week in week out.
that's the
And
problem with me.
I also
Like,
gonna
I
say,
don't mind having. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say like he also doesn't watch CFC week in week out, and like I don't want to hate on him for it, but like if they start doing well, he's gonna watch the playoffs. He's gonna act like he was there for the whole time. And I didn't watch a lot this season too, but I watched games. I bought MLS season pass just so I could watch it.
That is fair. I see where you're coming from, but I have watched some Benfica games. All right, I'm a fan of them. I've spent money on their jerseys. Okay,
You've been to a game?
I've been to a few games, mostly preseason friendlies. But
That counts.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Like, what do we like? Like my family is from there, so like my.
I'm not a
whole family are
Crachovia fan.
Benfica.
Like I don't know what to tell you,
I
bro.
was trying to find the text, but they're not popping up.
Oh yeah,
It's the fact that you're saying.
I know we is crazy.
What?
It's like
What?
I'm just having trouble wrapping my head
You
around
referred to
it.
Monaco and Brest as we.
I do. Oh my god, no,
That's
I do
crazy.
not.
No, just not.
Absolutely not.
And if he does say we,
But you refer to them as my boys or something like that. My
I refer to Magnus Akliush and Elias Benseguir, who I want PSG to sign as my boys. They're my early chouchous. That's who they are. That's who they are. I want Akliush to get called up to the French national team within the next couple months, and I want Benseguir to have a long, fruitful career.
What
wherever
about
he
a
goes.
coach? The guy I told you. You want him to?
Akliush?
No. The PSG. Never mind.
Oh, the Axel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
I can name the whole Benfica lineup right
that's
now.
why they're
and
my boys.
I would still be called a fake fan.
Sorry.
I can name the whole Benfica lineup right now, and I'll still be called a fake
Close
fan.
your computer and go.
Go.
Computer's closed. Okay, so it's true.
Wait, hold on.
Pull it up right now. Pull it up.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Whoa.
Okay, okay.
Wait, which? Okay, go.
Pressure
Okay.
is on.
The laptop is closed.
Okay, go.
So it's Trubin and net.
It is Trubin and net.
Left back is usually Alvaro Fernandez, now referred to as Alvaro Carreras.
Okay.
Okay.
This guy knows his fucking second name too, or what?
Okay.
Center backs is Antonio Silva and Nicolas Otamendi.
Not according to the last starting 11, but
that's
we'll
fine,
give
that's
it to you.
fine,
We'll give
yeah.
it to you.
It's Ball at right back.
It is
Known footballer ball. He scored.
It is Bot right now.
Usually a midfield three of Florentino Luis, Kokchu, and Arsuns.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it.
Artukogo on the left,
Yeah.
Demir on the right,
Okay.
and my boy Pavlidis at striker.
Why is he your boy?
He cooks on career mode.
Okay,
good
sure,
job.
whatever.
Still not we though.
Like,
It's a close we.
I say you can have two.
It's a we if you watch
If I
the
can
league
have,
games.
if I can have two, then give me Benfica.
Okay. Like you can kind of have three, but that's a lot.
I'm just saying it's
Like I would
support your local.
Also, are we really proud of beating a 10-man Monaco
Yeah, like come on.
3-2 at the death?
It's the way we won because we
the
went 2-1 down. You were rubbing it in my face.
I was.
I may or may not turn the game off, but then we pulled it back.
Yeah, it's the. I don't know.
And Monaco are like one of the most informed teams in the Champions League. All right, you've been cooking
Absolutely.
the Champions League.
They have.
Sorry, they've been cooking the Champions League.
Yeah.
And you've been rubbing it in our faces for the past couple weeks. So
Because rightfully
go.
so.
Oh my
Rightfully so.
god, guys, Krachovia's in 4th in the Ekstraklasa.
Wow. Is that your team?
I
Is
did a
that- is that
career.
team too?
I did a career
Oh, okay.
with them once.
They're 4th.
Yeah,
That's good, no?
yeah.
Good.
I don't really have a team in
Poland.
Poland.
well, like, what part are you from?
I think they were born in Warsaw, but I don't really want to do Legia. But anyway, not the point.
Anyways, we're not all in touch.
We'll
with
give you a half we.
We'll give you halfway. The other half can be TFC.
Fair
Should we go to TFC? Is this a good segue point?
Up to producer.
my other club also played in the Europa League, but we'll get to them.
We can do that when we go to Prem.
Bodo.
Can
Well,
we
yes.
can we Prem them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's go to John Herdman
Okay.
because former TFC coach John Herdman stepped down, and it's frustrating.
Like John Herdman ball wasn't really amazing to watch in this one season of his reign at Toronto FC, but you just had trust in the project because of his pedigree, because of who he is as a manager, and because of his tactics that he employed with Canada. Now that that's gone, and they clearly didn't back him enough for him to want to stay because he resigned.
No.
I don't know, like, and the Toronto FC and the Argos it's a different story with the Argos because it's a smaller league and all this stuff. But Toronto FC have like continuously been like the small fish in the big pond that is MLSE,
Yes.
and they have the one championship in 2017, which was amazing. But
Almost never gets talked about now. I feel like. But yeah.
but Like I don't know where they're going right now.
Under John Herdman, like the football was never nice. Again, an 11-19-4 record I have written down here. But you felt, of course, with the pedigree from Canada, you felt like he had your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you knew, like Bob Bradley was a fucking disaster.
Oh my God, terrible.
But with John Herdman, you felt like there's somebody like really trying for the club. And you felt kind of safe with him because, you know, he's done so much for Canada and Torontonians already.
Absolutely.
But now with this happening, and not just him getting fired, but him stepping down, and because of probably some controversy
The Canada
involving
stuff.
Canada,
Yeah.
and probably the fact that he's never going to coach Canada or around Canada ever again,
Yeah.
it's a little bit sad. Because when he left Canada, obviously we were sad, but us as TFC fans, we kind of went like, okay, it's fine because now he's going to come save our club. And
Yeah.
it's going to be fantastic and it's going to be all okay. But now he's just actually leaving.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, it's just the direction. And that was such an issue for Canada as a whole, which I'll plug it right now. I have an article that just dropped on our link tree. Go read it. It's about the rise of Canadian football and all that stuff. But that was such an issue with Canada. There was no direction until there was. And John Herdman was a big reason for that. So that's, again, like you said, you just trusted that he would have your back. Now, Toronto FC has nowhere to go. The players they have talent. They have the Italians. Insigne is like the worst signing in history. He's terrible. He has no fight, no hunger.
I know.
Terrible. Get him out of my club. I hate him.
I know.
Other Italian, Bernardeschi, wonderful. Doesn't always
little
put in
bit
the best performances, but fights. You can see he cares.
What you want.
Talks to the fans.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know.
So from someone that doesn't really follow the MLS, is there a reason why he stepped down, or was it poor results, or?
Well, I got it written right
Yeah,
here.
go.
So, do you remember the drone spying scandal for the Canada Women's Olympics
women's team? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, our coach at the time, Bev Priestman, was involved in a team that used a drone to spy on our opponent's training sessions.
Okay.
And when we got caught, they got suspended. I think we got like a six-point deduction in our Olympic groups. Still somehow made it out, I think.
Yeah, it was
if
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
remembering correctly.
Yeah, you did.
But now there are rumors that Herman was involved in that kind of system and maybe the
Okay.
culture that created that to happen.
Got you.
Yeah.
So in the article that I was reading about it, it says, although no reason for the resignation was offered by the club, one would suspect that TFC and Herdman feared some sort of heavy punishment from Canada Soccer for his alleged involvement in the drone spying scandal.
Wow.
Which could have totally been true, but at the same time, that scandal happened. Like, this stuff came out about it like a while ago.
Oh, that's
So it could have they could have gone to this quicker, and I think there's like that's definitely a part of it, but I think there's just a mutual kind of I don't want to be here as well. But that's just my opinion.
If the drone case is the correct like scenario that's what actually happened, does that not erase any type of validity that he has as a coach because he's cheating? Almost.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Definitely?
I mean, it's just very un-Canadian to do.
I don't think
but I don't even hate it because like
I can't
come on,
hate
bro.
cheating.
Do you think spying on a couple sessions like helped?
I think so.
So
It probably did.
but everything he did, but it was also the women's and I maybe the men's he didn't get caught. But the thing is, John Herman came up through the Canadian women's system.
Yeah.
He was the coach of the Canadian women's,
Right.
Yeah.
and then he moved to the men's, obviously. So
There's like an independent investigation going on. I believe it's still going on.
yeah, I think so.
So when that gets resolved, I guess it's feared that Herdman is going to kind of be a suspected culprit of being somewhat involved in it, and
So
more
what
punishment could come.
would the punishment look like?
I don't know. Maybe a ban. Maybe like who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't
Who knows? Who knows?
I hope this is a little off topic, but I hope friend of the show now, Phil DeSantos, who is a CPL manager, I had a chat with him with the article, and
Nice.
I would like him to get an opportunity for the TFC job.
Oh, that would be nice. Which club is he coach again?
Forge.
Forge is like dominating there. In
No, not Forge. I'm lying. The one in Hamilton. I'm terrible. Why don't I remember this?
Well, Forge is Hamilton.
Is Forge the Hamilton one?
Forge is Hamilton. Yeah.
Why am I being terrible right now? Not Forge. Guys,
This is bad.
This is bad.
really this
Valor,
is really bad.
Valor's in Ottawa. Sorry,
Yes,
Valor's
yes,
in
yes,
Ottawa.
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
Ottawa, Winnipeg. I don't know anything about
Blake,
Sorry, I'm
brother,
mixing up
Blake.
in Winnipeg.
Friend of the show, though.
But talking
Friend of
to
the show?
yeah, I interviewed him for the article.
Okay.
But talking to him, I liked what he employed, mindset wise, about what he thinks football in this country is like. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to wrap up, I think this is a bit of a bad sign for the future TFC and Canada
absolutely.
soccer.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Canada
just
soccer, not so much. I think we've broken away from that.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're interlinked as much as they
Yeah.
used to be. That makes sense.
It's just more the business stuff over
Aspect.
the
Yeah,
past few years that's kind of been worrying
Oh well,
everybody.
that part, yeah. Fair.
From what I'm gathering from this, it looks like TFC are gonna struggle with identity.
Yeah.
In the future,
Oh well.
perhaps.
Oh yeah, been struggling with identity. Anyways, let's move over to Prem.
Yay.
And now let's talk about your other club, Blake, because it's looking much more positive over in London.
Yeah.
Arsenal 5, West Ham 2. Talk me through it, Blake.
Only gripes I have was the 2 goals that we let in. First one shouldn't really have been a foul, in my opinion. The tackle, it seemed kind of whatever, crazy free kick though. And then that was the second one
That was the
actually.
second one.
And the first goal, I don't even remember. Penalty? Was it penalty?
No. Juan Bissaka assisted by Carlos Soler.
That was a good goal.
A good goal.
The rest we absolutely dominated. Again, our corner tactics
Oh my
just
god, it's a
more
cheat
of
code
the
at this
same.
point.
And
It's like we're playing FIFA 19 over here.
this is what we
It's
like though. More of the same.
More
like
of the same.
there's things
Consistency.
the things I can say about the game against Sporting I can apply to the game against West Ham. Except in this case it was Saka just absolutely balling out. He is world class, second best winger, second best right winger in the world.
He needs 10 assists in the next 25 games to break the Premier League record
of
of
all
assists in a
damn
season.
time.
assist in a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you thought all-time assists.
No.
What's going on here?
No.
Like he's immense.
Yeah.
While Odegaard is the maestro, he is like the
Talisman.
The talisman. That's exactly right.
Not even Starboy anymore. You can't say Starboy.
Nah, he's the star man. I love him to death.
That's
bro.
poetry right there.
And his rise to what he's become is so amazing. Like, I've actually never felt. There's very few moments where I feel like directly connected to not just the team but an athlete. And when he missed that penalty at the Euros, like, guys, I was cheering for England just because of him.
That's
Sole reason.
That's cute.
So, like when he met, like this is gonna sound crazy. When he missed, like a part of me, like actually died a bit with him. Died is crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm serious.
No,
my heart sank. My heart sank for him. I was heartbroken for him because I knew that was like such a huge moment. The fact he missed, and your boy missed, and who else missed? Trent? No.
No.
It was Sancho, Rashford.
Both your freaking boys missed.
Well,
and
not
look
my
who's the
boys,
best out of
not
them
my
now.
boys.
Anyway, we don't have. That's
But the ascension is
fantastic, and he is like right now the second best attacker in the league, behind Salah.
not crazy to say.
And
Not
he's
crazy at all to
and
say.
I love this too. The benchmark is always Saka, for the next up and coming winger attacker. Foden versus Saka, Palmer versus Saka, Rashford versus
Not quite
Saka.
up and coming though, those guys.
But you know what? No, but like you know what I mean. Like the next winger who they that era has been compared to is Saka.
Yeah. Him and Palmer are like going insane.
No, I
Saka
still think there's a decent gap between the two.
See, like again,
Not. It's two different profiles.
and
I mean,
think
a couple weeks ago we were putting them on the same level.
and football's so reactive. But again, I think it's just like I said, Foden was better at the start of the season, but he's not.
What else did you tell us about Saka's season?
At what?
The Ballon d'Or charge.
Oh, how about this, guys? You guys talked about Salah's Ballon d'Or charge this season. Let's say Arsenal win the Champions League or the Premier League, one or the other. And Saka continues this. Let's say he breaks the assist record. He has 40 goal contributions, which is pretty much what he's on goals, even 35. What stops him from winning the Ballon d'Or if we win one of those two?
That exactly is what's stopping.
What?
Winning the Prem or the Champions League.
Oh.
it's way too early to judge. I remember last year. At
But
this
why?
time-
No,
But I remember
no, because you
I'm
you
gonna
said
bring up a whole different point. I remember last year at this time, Antoine Griezmann was balling the fuck out, both in the league
That's a good shout.
and in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid were winning games. He was involved in every single goal, almost. But and we were. I mean, I was obviously he's my favorite player. I was saying why not? If they continue on, if they carry on, and he continues this form, but obviously I got carried away.
But you can say that about Salah.
Sorry,
You can say that about Salah.
you can say that about any player.
But you didn't
It's
say
it's too early to call.
But you didn't say that when you talked this last week about Salah.
Well, I think there's a considerable gap between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid.
Is there a considerable gap between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid?
There is, but there's also right now. I think Liverpool have a little bit more potential than Arsenal.
Guys, you guys don't understand. If they prove me wrong and they continue this run forever and ever and ever, I'll eat my words. They're gonna go through a blip. And if they don't go through a blip, then guys, they're gonna be like the best fucking Premier League team to ever play. Like they're gonna go through a blip.
Are they on track for that many points?
They've lost 2 out of 13? They've dropped points in 2 games out of 13. You're telling me they're gonna go perfect for the rest of the way? No, they're gonna drop points.
Yeah.
How many? And if Arsenal will be able to capitalize, I don't know.
No, I do see
But they're
it.
going to drop
I do see
points.
it.
And if they don't, then the best team in the league, and if the
Yeah.
best team ever, and if we lose to that, and they get 100 points, fuck, then sure.
You're right. Yeah. Again, it is the injuries too. Like if Salah gets injured, Szoboszlai gets injured, maybe even like a Gravenberg, McAllister, one of those
Gravenberg's
guys.
been crazy.
McAllister's been very good too.
Like,
Not a lot of people
Their
mention.
midfield is playing like prime Barca right now, lads.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Which we can go to them now.
Again, no, you are right. Absolutely. Like if they, can they keep this up for 25 more games? We don't know.
Right.
But we have to judge them off what we're seeing right now, and what we're seeing right now is fucking.
If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, then
I
would
like
have,
that.
Then I would have.
I like that.
I would have a lot
What
of
was that?
candies
What
and
was that
nuts.
again?
If its and buts are candies and nuts, you never heard that before?
No.
I've never heard it either.
Really?
Never.
It's like, yeah, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, then I've like, there's like another saying, but it's like, then I'd have a lot of candies and nuts.
Okay. Rich in candies and nuts.
Yeah. That's like not the saying. Like the ifs and buts is, but then the
Oh,
last
okay,
part.
right.
The ifs and buts and candies and nuts is the
It's
saying.
real. Okay.
And then the rest there is but
Okay, let's go to the Liverpool game. It makes most sense now. Liverpool 2, Man City 0.
fucking shit, bro. I've never been cheered for City in my life, but I cheer for City in that game.
Cheering for City.
Well, I wanted a draw.
I guess that makes sense. How crazy is it that you're in a title challenge and you're not cheering against City?
I know.
Fucks up the mind a little bit, no?
Errors come to an end, guys.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
There's week number 4 in a row referencing
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag. Because he
That exact quote too.
Yeah.
You brought it up like the other week.
Seems like
That's
the
what I
only-
mean. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying is
exactly.
I'm gonna jump on City here because I made this point in our group chat.
Genuinely tweaking.
Like that winger setup. Oh my god.
Awful.
Like what the fuck are we doing? Like I get Bernardo Silva's played on the wing before, but he's clearly not the same player he was. And Nunes, I said this last week. What the fuck does he do?
Seriously.
What does he do? His profile, again, definitely suits more of a central role, but what the fuck does he do? And then look what happens. Pep finally puts on wingers who are actually goddamn wingers, and they start kind of playing well.
Yeah.
Like, you want inverted
It's like
wingers?
there's no way that a manager with Pep Guardiola's Pep Guardiola, not even Pep Guardiola's caliber. Pep Guardiola's no way. You look at your team, you have 2 of the most skilled wingers at one-on-one take-ons,
Yeah.
and you decide to start. What's his name?
Nunes.
Mateus Nunes.
Mateus Nunes, and Bernardo Silva, on the left and right.
Yeah.
It's
It beats me.
you're Pep Guardiola. Is he? He doesn't remember, or what's going on?
Bashing
No, seriously.
Rico Lewis is
as a midfielder, guys, I think the Rico Lewis party is
it's gone.
really
The
over. I
boat-
think
the boat has-
this time last year, I mean, like City Academy product, obviously they've been coming pretty good in the last few years.
Yeah.
We were hyping him up a lot this time last year, but like he just seems pretty average.
No,
Yeah,
why
it's
doesn't
just, like,
I still have a little bit of hope in him because he's not a midfielder to begin with. It's
Of course,
it's Pep
of
changing
course.
his position. He's a right back, and right now would be a perfect opportunity to
But
play him
again,
at
the
right back
position thing-
because Kyle Walker is so
oh my god,
Yeah, he's
Awful.
terrible.
I know
the football has
left him.
genuinely left Kyle Walker.
Yeah, man. But even the Rico Lewis thing, I don't even see as an excuse because coming up through the City Academy, like they play exquisite football.
No, yeah, I
Like
agree.
it is literally that
100%.
free flowing, like positionless kind of Guardiola-esque style.
100%. I still have a tiny bit of hope in him, but Kyle Walker, man, he's lost a lot of his pace. He's not as solid on the challenges. I feel like he's getting beat most of the time.
Yeah.
His crossing was never impeccable, and it's progressing. He doesn't bring much offensively. It's like, sure, you're a legend of the sport, you're a legend of the Premier League, but at some point, let's take a step back here.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. And De Bruyne didn't play, which I think was a fitness thing.
Yeah.
But still, looking at their injuries, of course they have Rodri and Kovacic out, which are big. Other than that,
Kovacic, I don't know about.
it's Stones and Oscar Bob. So 4 injuries, which is an amount, but I can guarantee you every Premier League team has about 4 injuries going right now.
It's just Roger, bro.
So if your whole system is built on one player, which fair enough, Arsenal's kind of is too, but we haven't sunk that far down. And if Sabo gets injured or Salah gets injured, I don't think Liverpool are gonna go 7 in a row without a win. What does that say about City as a team? And what does that say about Pep as a manager? And what does that say about Haaland not being able to do anything without service? Because again, like, he might just be the best finisher of all time, and that might be about it. Like, I don't know, guys. What else does he do?
Of all time,
Be
it's
nicer
insane.
to him.
I just said he's the best finisher of all time.
All time is
Well, his goal.
But he's got way more to his game than
his
that.
goal
Come on,
ratio
let's be real,
would
bro.
suggest
What
that.
did he do in this game? Drew, what did he do in this game?
I'm not saying he
When
did
I saw
anything in this game. He hasn't been himself the last few weeks, and that's why for 15 mil in my FPL team, I couldn't take him anymore.
I know I couldn't find a way to get him out.
Business
I couldn't find a
decisions.
way without taking him out without getting a hit. Like, you know what I mean? If
That's still valid though, because the amount of value you can get back. Why are we talking about ROI on FPL? Anyways,
But no, seriously, like Gyökeres, what I saw from him and what I've seen from him against City, against Arsenal, against Premier League teams, even in this game, even in the game against Arsenal, he had a couple plays where it was like, shit, this is scary. Like, he's running at you. You're like, oh my God. Lad, I saw Haaland like look genuinely disinterested.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just me overanalyzing, but there were times when they were passing, like he just knew he wasn't gonna score.
100%. Body language says everything.
Mhm.
He's head down most of the time when things don't go his way. He's not getting many opportunities, and when he does, he's not taking the most, doing the most out of them at all. So yeah, Kevin De Bruyne definitely a big miss. I think Phil Foden and the system that they were playing in last year, which obviously again Rodri was a big part of. Yeah. Is a big miss. Man, this Rodri injury really encapsulates how important he was and that he truly
Was the Ballon d'Or
deserves to be the Ballon d'Or winner. Seriously. How can you influence a team this much? 2 teams this much. Spain too, let's not forget. And not win the Ballon d'Or. He's injured now. City don't have him. 7 losses. Must say something. And the fact that
But that's just not how Ballon d'Or's judged, isn't it? That's just not how Ballon d'Or's
Well, I
judged.
mean-
We can't retroactively go back and judge how a Ballon d'Or should have been judged because a player is now injured this season
well,
after
if we also
the
look at
one we were voting him for.
Well,
Yeah,
also looking
hindsight
at-
is
He's also
2020.
looking at most
Hindsight is
important
2020.
competitions, most important games, and he's showed up for almost every single one of them.
But yeah,
I don't see it.
again, it is we judge it on performances in the 23-24 season. That is the season, right? Plus the Euros, plus
Nope.
a Copa America.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was saying.
and he deserved it. Like, I think him and Vinny both deserved it. I think Vinny edges it slightly for me, but like I don't think you could be taking, it's almost 2025 and you'd be saying like, yeah, this is why he deserved last year's Ballon d'Or. That's not how this works. If you want to make that a point as like, oh, we should respect Rodri more now,
That's kind of what he's saying, though.
then yes, but
I also understand what you're
be
saying.
like,
Yeah,
the motherfuckers that switched Vinny's vote last minute to vote for Rodri were right because he got injured and look how bad City are. Like that's
fair.
a little-
fair.
I still kind of believe what you just said. Like, I still
But
stand
he's
by that
saying
point.
like it's like if you use that as an argument, it's like that's not the point of the Ballon d'Or.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying like, oh, all the people saying Vinicius should have won it are now wrong
Yeah, I guess.
because look how bad City are. That's just that it's a moot point.
It just
isn't
proves that he was an integral part of.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And I don't think anybody saying Vinny should have won it, saying that point is right.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Anyhow, that's a weird tangent.
I just have one quick thing on Salah, and then you guys can go if you have anything else on Liverpool, and then we can move on. But he is like, again, I thought he had a good game, and I don't think he like had a crazy game. I thought he had a good game. He's one of those players. It's so annoying that he doesn't have to have a good game, and he'll still like find the perfect pass or get a
Absolutely.
crazy goal.
100%.
And like,
Yep.
That's so fucking good.
Yeah.
That is like the best compliment I can give him.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
That's-
need to play well. Like I feel like a lot of players need to play well to have like contributions to the game. He can play terrible and still have contribution.
It's an attribute that we have only associated with the very, very best that we've ever seen.
100%. Prime
And-
example. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Prime example. Real Madrid game. Genuinely almost ghostly. In
Misses the penalty
in-
as well.
It misses the penalty as well. In Mendy's pocket, but the only time he does something good is obviously winning the penalty. Obviously he missed it, but winning the penalty is the one time where he switched on
Yeah.
that game,
Yep.
and that's all.
That's what you need. Yeah,
That's all you
exactly.
need.
Man, so
He's
Liverpool team.
ridiculous, and it looks like Liverpool's league to lose right now, and by extension, maybe it looks like Salah's Ballon d'Or to lose. And if you want his kit, you can go to the. No, I'm kidding, but genuinely, that giveaway closes in a few days.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah. Friday, right? The
Friday
6th?
closes Friday.
We do the draw then, and
Yeah.
then we send this thing hopefully not too far where we have to pay too much shipping. Anyways,
Just head over to our Instagram.
There you go.
I'm getting good at the plugs.
You are.
Yeah.
All right.
Your turn.
My turn, or do we want to go? Do we want to go Chelsea, then United to preview the Arsenal game?
Sure, we can quickly touch on Chelsea.
Yeah, not much.
There's not much to say on Chelsea. I want to make the point of Aston Villa now winless in their last 8 games, not a single win in November.
Wow.
All competition.
I don't
City
know.
level
I knew
bad.
it was
And that
bad. I
doesn't
didn't know
even.
the stat was
It's
that
not even
bad.
like a crazy fixture run they've been
Yeah.
on, really. But yeah, crazy.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's surprising.
Yeah.
It is surprising.
Yeah. Well, I Chelsea from my dad was kind of watching. I was in and out, but I think Watkins had a couple chances that he should have scored for sure. He hasn't been the same player either this year.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
John Durant been.
But you know who's has
if we're
8
ready for that
you know has
conversation.
8 goals this season?
Wait, for Villa?
No, for Chelsea.
Oh, Nicholas
Jackson?
Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson. For all the shit he got last season, even though he did have a lot of contributions to goals, he is slowly becoming like a very decent Premier League player.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And then this Maresca system is like
Loki doing really
working.
well. I mean, like
it's working.
It's working.
We've given so many flowers to Arsenal being like back to their best or doing really well. The title chart's now back on, but they're literally
Same.
like tied exact. Same goal difference, goals scored, goals against, everything than Chelsea.
And-
the only reason that you're ahead of Chelsea right now in the league is because Arsenal have more away goals in the head-to-head. You drew 1-1 in the league.
There you go.
So on basically a technicality, you get over them right now. But
Well-
besides that, you're the exact same.
Wow.
And it's like just looking at lineup wise, Sanchez, decent goalie, not the biggest fan, but we'll excuse him for now. Caicedo is playing at right back, but whatever. Caicedo, Fofana, Colwill, and Cucurella, all those players when they were bought as good players.
Yeah.
Fernandez, Lavia, Palmer, Sancho, Neto were all bought as good players. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like these aren't we shit on Chelsea for buying random ass players, which they've done in the past. But the players that they did buy who did have a bit of pedigree and a bit of experience to them while they still were young, they were bought on the basis that they actually had a good bit of footballing ability in them. There just wasn't the right manager, or they weren't playing well, or they just weren't doing what they should have done. Now that this Maresca system is in place and it's actually kind of sticking to these players, they're getting the best out of them, which is why they're, winning. These players aren't bad. Some of them, the players that they randomly buy from, like David Washington, from whatever, yeah, that's weird as whatever. That recruitment's always going to be strange. But the players that have actually been bought on the basis that they're actually good footballers with good potential, I think the fruits are finally showing.
Like I'm here to give flowers to Chelsea, of course, but if you want to get into like the business of them buying players, like they've spent £500 million more than Arsenal have in the past couple of years.
Billion?
They've spent over
500 million.
over a billion.
Half a billion.
$500 million.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You, of course, they bought all these players with immense talent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give too many flowers to them only now doing what we expected from them from the start.
Exactly. Which it should have been earlier.
Like you spend £1 billion in the Premier League, and you should if we're being completely honest, you'd probably be above where Chelsea is
of course.
right now.
But-
So this should have been where Chelsea was like a year or two ago after having all that money spent on them. And this is like the bottom of where they should be under Bully spending
For sure.
all of this money. So I don't want to like Maresca, all the flowers. The players finally getting some flowers because now they're putting
Yeah.
up good performances. The system, the culture, everything is on the up, 100%. But like that's if you take a step back, you go, yeah, they're actually
bare
doing. This is bare minimum, bro. Like this is like exactly how
Fair.
it should be going when you spend 7 figures. No, hold on,
7 figures is
8 figures.
Yeah.
No,
No.
10 figures.
There you go.
10 figures on players in the past couple of years,
Sure. I have a soft spot for them, so
which is so weird. Like
I love my dad, dude.
I have a soft spot for Chelsea or for City, man.
That's different though. I'll be honest, I tell my dad that story though, because he's joking now about, oh, I might just buy a Florida jersey. Like he's not going to. But he's joking about that. I'm like, Father, I know stories about a similar situation and
My God. And anyone I tell that story to, they're like, what?
oh, I totally understand.
What?
It makes there's not a lot of things that make more sense to me than that story.
Yeah. And it's not even like there's like a big like understanding between. Oh, we're getting into this now. I know he's listening, so I'm trying to be careful.
If you want to get into it, you
I know
can.
he's being careful. But like all his friends that he became United fans with are still United fans.
Oh my god.
He dragged out
just
one of
soloed
his
Shout out Papa B, dude.
he dragged out one of his United fan friends to the City thing yesterday because he has no City friends to go with. So his whole basis for becoming a City fan is just not applicable because obviously he's the only one
Jesus.
thinking that. And it's just a backwards way to support a football club in my opinion. But I just want to see the same energy when all the Portuguese players leave and City still suck. And will he,
Is he
hop back on the United? Bro, oh my God.
is he defending Mateus Nunes? or
with this
He better
he
not.
probably is, mate. He probably when he saw him starting a winger yesterday, he was probably like, yes. Anytime there's like 3 or 4 Portuguese players starting on any team, like he will point it out.
crazy.
So, but this is the thing now. Alphonso Davies is linked with the United move.
Is he actually?
He is.
No way he's
He,
gonna
so
jump
he
back.
also had like a driving incident in Munich a couple days ago. I don't know if you've seen
Davies
it.
did?
Yeah. He was driving a little bit drunk is what the story
No way.
went. Yeah. So he got stopped in his Lamborghini and I think he got like a little cheeky little DUI. But
Oh my god.
but he's just a chill guy.
That breaks the law.
It just adds on to the fact that he's probably out of Munich in the summer. And I think United they need a left back. So Davies is like the number 1 target. So I'm saying if that
there's no
happens,
shot. There's no
plus our Portuguese manager gets us back to like an amazing level, and our captain is Portuguese, and we still have Dallo and all these guys. If I see my dad crawling back,
That's crazy.
You don't accept it.
I won't accept it. No, you go back to your 7 winless streak, okay? And
And you'll go back to your 2-game streak.
thank you.
Talk to me about that.
Let's get into it now. It started with the Europa League against Bodo Glimt, and of course, I'm not going to go into it too much.
Because you almost lost, but
We didn't almost lose, bro. What are you saying?
you were down.
You did almost.
No, bro. Oh my goodness.
You were down.
When we went 2-1 down at a point in the game, and
Very funny, by the way.
it was really funny for you guys. Like, congratulations. But there was not a moment where I thought, oh my God, we could lose this game. Genuinely, like I was.
There's a moment I thought that.
I was not worried at all. And judging from the United fans that have since commentated on the game, and like nobody was worried about it really. They scored with their first 2 shots. One of them was a fucking banger. Malacia clearly is a little bit worse for wear and got skimmed for the second goal. But we were out and out dominating that game really. We took our chances pretty well. We were knocking on the door for a long time. We took control of a game that I haven't seen in a little bit, even against like poor opposition. Like even under Ten Hag and our managers before that, we always play to the level of our competition. So we actually like allow Bodo Glimt to the game. But like I'm actually seeing some like positive stuff here, positive patterns of play, and actual like identity idea on the fields with United that I haven't seen in a minute, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like the results are cool, the opposition is whatever, but I'm only concentrating on our performances this season. We top 4, top 6, whatever. I'm not concerned with it.
Okay.
I just want to see improvements in the style, and I want us to have a clear idea for the future at the end of the season about who should go, who should stay, right?
Okay.
So, and that's what Amorim said too, and I'm like completely on that. Like anytime I hear him talk, he's saying the complete right things. So the Bodø/Glimt performance, really, really positive. Shout out to Højlund, 2 goals.
I don't.
We've always
don't
respected
pan to me.
Højlund on this podcast.
We are a Højlund apologist podcast.
At the beginning, I was very much against Højlund. I'll admit, but
More than against.
But let me land. But for the last 6 months,
9/11.
What'd you say?
It's a reference to what he said.
Oh,
Wait, I said that?
Listen.
What did I say?
For the last
Let him
6
land.
months, like from January, for the last year, I've been a Højlund
Apologist.
advocate.
Oh, I don't know about a year.
A year is a
Yeah.
little bit
December.
crazy. He scored.
It's December. You started
his
getting
first
back
goal,
on the train
his
in
first
like
goal
March.
was Boxing Day last year.
Okay, so
in the prep.
for the
In
past
the
6
prep.
months, then past 6 months, past 6
Sure.
months, absolutely.
Even 8 months.
Give it, dab me the frick up. 8 months. Xerxes, no, but
Yeah, Xerxes not for a couple
Yeah.
more months.
Also, shout out to Mazraoui. Holy shit,
Yeah, I
guys!
heard.
Holy shit. We got him for £50 million because he said free Palestine. I'll take it.
Nice.
This is the stuff I can say with Hamas. I'm kidding. No opinion on that publicly, but shout out
Stop.
Mazraoui.
You're just
I
digging.
just keep
you're
fucking
just
digging, bro.
deeper,
This
bro.
is terrible.
Crazy.
This is
This is what
terrible.
gets him into trouble,
This
eh?
is
I know it
terrible.
gets him into trouble all the time.
I try not to.
Bro, I know Serena.
Like, he's
I know that gets you into trouble too.
With Serena?
Yeah.
Oh, Serena's so much worse than me.
Oh.
No, like you're done your sentence and then you just add like a word
I
just to
know.
make words.
Crazy.
It's like, why are you going back?
For what
bro?
reason, Chad?
I try saving him, but I just dig even more.
No shout out to Bruno for his performance on the weekend.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to Amad Diallo, bro.
Here we go.
One performance and all of a
Oh
sudden.
my god.
One performance, bro.
One.
He's been
2.
He has started every minute for Amorim in the Premier League this season, and
Which
has
is
been
2
our
games.
Which is
2
180 minutes, actually.
2 fucking games,
He's
you
the only.
loser.
He's the only player
180
besides
minutes.
Onana that could say that.
Wow.
Okay.
Even Bruno got subbed off at 65.
At least someone will finally sub him off. Fuck.
You only have a maximum of 5 subs per game, I will tell you.
I know.
Yeah. Just
I know.
letting you know.
Your center backs haven't played the whole 90 yet under Amorim?
De Ligt came off at one point. Martinez came off at one point.
Maybe that's just a good. Anyway, sure.
Mazraoui maybe did too.
Sure.
But anyways, I think it's a clear sign of like how much he's rated,
And
and,
he's
it's for a good fucking.
He's playing
reason,
on
bro.
the Ram position, the right attacking mid.
No, he's playing as the right wing back. He's playing as the right wing
And
back.
where's Mazraoui playing? Center back.
Center back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he kind of drifts inward when Mazraoui takes it wide.
Yeah,
but, like,
it shifts.
You know the
Oh my god, please stop. It's been 2 games. No, we're not doing this, dude. 2 games in, this guy apparently already is the best manager in the world.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Like,
like,
holy
I
fuck.
don't care about the results, but like, oh my god, just
We're beating
like, shift
Everton
in.
4-0, and next thing you know,
lads. I've
We're
been
winning the Champions League.
I've been condemned to the Ten Hag trust the process for the last couple of years. So just let me do it. Just let me have it. Okay.
Okay.
Just let me have it. Just let me have it.
Okay.
Amad Diallo was fucking amazing. Just like his raw pace, his skill, just his fucking energy in the pressing and everything. He's just one of those players where every
Best player in the
fucking
world.
time he's on the ball,
for 180 minutes, fuck.
something fucking happens.
Oh my
And
God.
it's so good. He's keeping Garnacho at the side, which usually I wouldn't like because I
Yeah, because you want Garnacho playing right mid, for sure.
no because usually because then when we make substitutions, he would move into the Ram position instead of bringing Garnacho. Anyways, Rashford is doing well as well. Even Xerxes is getting on the score sheet. Like, what is going on, lads?
Were they 2 tap-ins? I didn't see them. Okay, they were 2 tap-ins.
No, not tap-in. One was like look up the goals. They're not tap-ins. Like one was from the edge of the box, but it was on a breakaway. So like it was a clean finish.
Right, like something on a striker's supposed
he's not
to do.
just sticking out a leg. It's not just bouncing off his foot into the net. Like he had to finish.
Which
them.
minutes or which what?
He scored one in like the 20th,
Or, like,
and the
in
one
order,
in, like,
did he score the
70th,
first goal
the
and-
second, and the fourth.
Okay, keep talking.
There's the second. Nope.
Second is a
Keep talking.
very much a tap-in, I would say. No, I'm kidding. He has to place it. He has to place
He
it.
has to
Hey,
place it. That's the thing.
Great work from Ahmad Diallo, I will say.
Exactly.
It's a
And then go to the fourth one. It's even better work. than
Lads,
Ahmed
are you
Diallo.
kidding me?
Great-
That's
great
totally a
press.
tap in.
He had to finish it.
No,
He had to finish it.
No, he has an open net. If he misses,
Guys, no, it's just not an open net,
Okay,
first of all. There's a defender in the net. There's a defender in
so
the
you're
net.
telling me if he misses that chance, you're not clowning him.
I am clowning him because
So-
he should finish it.
so then-
But that's the point. He has to finish
Yeah,
it, not
that's
just get
a
foot
tap
on
in.
it.
That's a tap in.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Are you
tap-in.
finishing that, Blake?
No, but I'm not a professional footballer.
I think I am.
A tap-in is one where I'm like, okay, anybody should finish that.
Anybody should finish that.
Anybody should finish that.
Any professional player should finish that. 100%.
It's like,
It's an open net.
a tap-in is like no technique, really.
You just hit it.
Okay, go to the
This
next
is the
one.
next one, I think.
Again, great work from Ahmed Diallo. And
Second
then
and fourth, you said?
he
Okay,
finishes it
low
bottom
key,
right.
like that one's a better finish.
But I'm saying like he's not just sticking a leg out and
but
putting it in.
if you miss
like
that
say
ag-
like Havertz's goal against Sporting, that is a tap in. Because it'd be harder to miss than to score. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
That is what I constitute as a pure
But these are
out
like
and out tap in.
these are both.
These are goals that he should absolutely be scoring. I'm not disagreeing with
Okay.
you. But tap in the word's been a little bit perverted.
okay.
All right. So yeah. Anyway, shout out to all them. But just as a whole, like the system is looking
You might win. You might win on Wednesday, bro.
well, again, the one negative about the Everton game is Cobby and Lissandro got
Hurt.
yellows and are suspended.
I like that.
So
good news for
they're
you.
not going
It's
to
good
be
news.
they're not going to be playing against you guys.
It's good news.
Ugarte Casemiro?
So this is I want
Eriksen?
usually that would scare me, but I also
But-
really
But we're not
don't
looking-
want
we're not
Gabriel
looking at the
cooking on
results.
corners. I would probably
There's no one that
go-
can stop Gabriel on corners, by the way. You just have to hope that we don't get it right.
Yeah, if he gets the run right, but you need to at least have guys like if it wouldn't be Casemiro in the midfield, it would be Eriksen, and I at least want someone with a chance.
Yeah, fair.
you know. So De Ligt is really good on corners. He'll play,
Valid.
but yeah. So probably Luke Shaw at center back. Honestly,
Oh my god.
Do you remember that stint where Luke Shaw was center back and he was absolutely
Guys,
tearing
if-
it up?
yeah.
It was like January
But like
2023.
Saka against Dallo and Luke Shaw might feed families. So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that.
Sorry, Austin Matthews just scored for his first goal back from injury.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
He's still
That's you.
he's still number one, by the way, guys.
Nice.
Saka second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that anyone cares. Preview the game.
No, I just lost my train of thought now because Austin Matthews scored. No, I'm kidding.
I have to do it.
I'm kidding.
I genuinely like. Okay. Yes, I think we're gonna win. Whoa. Yes, I think we should win.
No, back it. I say you're good.
No. Kind of scared. Are we at home?
I believe so.
I think we should win, but I don't know. I can just see like Rashford.
You're gonna win.
Guys,
I think you're gonna win. I think it's definitely your game to lose.
And-
I think like we've been playing well, but you have to take in the opposition.
I hope so. We'll see. I don't have much to say other than like.
But again, for me,
Mm-hmm.
the Arsenal game's a write-off. Like I have no expectations. going
See,
into that game.
like I hate you.
Why? Because you
So
want
then
me?
don't wa- so then
Because
don't- no,
because
no, no,
because this
no,
is the
no,
thing.
no, no, no.
Because he
No, let
wants
me
me to gloat.
No, no,
and
no.
big myself up, and then he
No.
wants to come to studio next Monday and be like, "Ha!
No.
I fucking told. How do you feel, Julian?"
Guys,
and he doesn't want. He goes, "How do you feel, Julian?"
Okay,
Oh, I'm
sure.
feeling okay.
Okay, sure.
Fuck.
Sure. If we don't win this game, then it's a bit of a disgrace. We should win.
Absolutely, and I'll be clowning you if you don't.
Yeah, sure. But I'm gonna clown you right now. Don't watch the game then. If it's a write-off, don't fucking watch.
No, of course I'll be.
No,
fucking
you just said it's a
watching.
write-off.
I'll be supporting my team.
No, you said
And
it's a write-off.
At minute
So if
one,
they
I'll
win,
be
it
like,
doesn't
let's
matter.
fucking go. I'll be delusional at kickoff. Don't you worry.
No.
But I don't come on here being delusional. So I'm saying
You-
that I have little to no expectations in that game. And if we do lose that, as long as it's not embarrassingly, then I'll be okay. As long as, again, the performance is at least a little bit there.
Why aren't you taking this as a compliment? Like
Exactly. That is a compliment
He said
to
it's a
you and how
write-off,
good
like-
Arsenal is. You are one of, if not the Like in the best form in the world right now, besides maybe Liverpool.
Liverpool, Barca.
Barca,
Barca,
not
what
even,
are you
bro.
talking about?
Okay, it's been 2 games, lads. I was like, come on.
But,
There's still
but
one.
form is short term. That's what form is.
Champions League.
Classes.
Glass is permanent.
Permanent. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, little FPL roundup.
Oh yes.
Somebody bring it up.
Whose job is that?
Antoine, you did it well last week. You can go again if you want.
Oh, I love you. Let's,
75 minutes in. This has been a good pod so far. boys.
It has been about only 75. Oh,
That's an hour 20 pretty much. That's like that's
no, I
like-
know. I feel like it felt like longer, but
Mm.
guess not. All right.
All right.
Pretty high scoring week, I'd say, all around for
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
for sure,
the
for
6-yard
sure.
box.
For sure.
Let's start with last place of the week.
Bro.
Last place in the standings, 64
All I'm
points.
saying is
this week.
I freaking knew the minute I brought Mateus Cunha in, I freaking knew he wasn't gonna bag. And he also has great fixtures coming up, which is why I brought him in.
Yep.
Which is why I brought him in.
It's good that you're analyzing fixtures.
That's what I'm saying.
That is good. That's more
very
than
good.
what.
So
Some other people are doing.
like don't. And it was for Vardy. Like am I?
Yeah, of course.
Like
Absolutely.
it's okay, guys.
Very-
and then Holland's
very
going, but Holland's not going soon because they have good fixtures coming up.
Holland's got to go.
Holland
15
needs
million.
To, Holland
15
needs
million
to go
should not for that
immediately,
team.
bro.
Okay.
Anyway, 64 points for Blake. Notable superstars. Saka, captain, 36 points. Great captain shout. However,
Excellent.
he does not own the 2 other midfielders that went off this week in Cole Palmer and Mohamed Salah. So he actually has the wrong Liverpool player. He has Luis Diaz, who still delivered 6 points for him.
Yeah,
Andy
well
Robertson
done.
for 6 points on the bench. Nicholas Jackson, who you held on to.
Yeah.
6 points again. Bagsman.
So
The
can
rest
I
of the
just,
team
can I
is a
just-
blank.
like if you don't have Salah, like what are you doing at this point? Like he is, like
I didn't want to take a
The best.
4-pointer, and
you.
in reality,
There's some players that you.
can I
just
be
take
honest
that
though?
for.
Can I be honest? I backed City to get 1 goal against Liverpool. Genuinely, that was my thing. I didn't know if Salah was gonna score. I hoped that Luis Diaz got the better end of the goal sheet.
But-
I
but how much would you- but how much would you bet on
City
Salah?
to score?
But you should. What did you back Salah to do in that game? Because it should be a lot higher.
I know, but then I would have had to take a. I would have had to take
So
a
yeah,
hit.
you have
some
1
players they
free
get-
transfer right now.
But now you know what to do. So
What is your route to getting Salah in right now?
I
Because
take a-
you
I
have
take a
you
hit.
have to take a
I
hit
take a
because you're
hit.
selling Holland and a midfielder.
It's fine. I take a hit, guys. It's whatever.
Let's move on to third place this week. It's roll of the dice.
yeah.
Mr. Julian
Not
Bencourt.
my proudest.
67 points this week. Got effed up because Saka is not in his team, but
I was
Mohamed Salah
shivering in my
Yeah,
captains.
how do you not have Saka either?
I actually planned to bring in Saka, but
I planned to bring in Salah, but I didn't, and you didn't.
No, I had a schedule around. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna sell. I might just sell Mbermo and bring in Saka.
I think Mbermo might be a sell soon.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mohamed Salah, captain for 26 points, made it seem like not owning Saka was not that bad of a
There's
decision.
definitely a solid premium 3 that you want right now, and it does not
Absolutely.
include Holland.
Cole Palmer for 14 points as well on there. Gabriel with a goal. Is he injured now?
No.
No, he's good. All right.
We'll
So,
have Arteta in the press conference going.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good, and then he'll play.
and then
90
he'll play.
minutes.
67 points for Julian this week. Second place this week. I'm really not doing well here. No more Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Miles Alberga, keeping his 3rd place in the general standings. Onana for 6
Can you
is looking like a very good transfer.
fucking
low
lucky,
key?
bro.
Low key.
So fortunate.
And I'm only saying this because he's not
Can
here.
you-
If he
can
was
you
here,
see who
I'd
he
be
brought
saying
in?
I'd still be hating on it.
Can you see who he brought in?
This
This
week,
is always my favorite part of the week. Who Miles brought in?
Miles.
'Cause It's
I
always
don't think
like,
he brought anyone in.
This is what I appreciate from you guys. I feel like I'm a better FPL player than him, clearly. I just had such a terrible start that like it's so hard to get back.
because you attach onto players emotionally and then translate that into thinking they're going to do well in FPL.
He brought in Gabriel this week
Oh wow!
for Trent.
Oh wow!
Trent
Not
out
a bad
Gabriel in.
move.
Not a bad move, even though I think Trent got a clean sheet as well. But Gabriel, 9 points. That's 3 more points than Trent. Not too bad. Apart from that, Saka captain. Great decision there.
Yep.
And everybody else blanked, but he still managed to get 73 points from that. He's in 3rd place in the overall standings. Blake is 4th. Let me tell you how many points Blake
It's like
has.
50 points now.
671 for Blake, 722
Told you, 50
for
points.
Miles. 50 points.
I lost my 40 points.
First place this week, and first place overall, macaroni and cheese. Once again, you
He's
know
so
the deal.
clear, guys.
Flecking
He's so clear.
in net for a blank. Gabriel, 9 points. Saka, Palmer, captain, and Salah all on the team. Isak very disappointed this week, but he'll
Might
bounce
take a
back for
-8
sure.
this week. Fuck.
78 points this week, 300K
Shout out to-
overall. and
shout out to
first in the
Blake
6-yard
for-
box standings.
Reminding everyone about the.
Shout out to Blake for saving macaroni and cheese's week.
You're welcome.
Oh, you were gonna forget.
100%.
Because you guys helped me, so I have.
I love you.
Love you too.
Macaroni and cheese.
See, that's like donating to the rich. Like, you just why?
Because he's a
You
great-
want to catch up to
I
him.
He's a
was
great person.
talking to the manager, and he told me that he was very grateful for Shia Badiashil's manager. So
Okay. So like maybe there's a potential.
potential link up there.
Yeah.
Potential merging.
I'm down.
I'm down. I heard there was some drones floating around in the
you
train.
bitch. You bitch.
I'm hearing the manager of Shia Badiashile just went to coaching school and is now really locking into FPL this year. Is that true?
Yeah. The sources tell me that
notably from one restaurant after class with macaroni and cheese's manager last year. I think
that was
where he got most of it.
definitely a turning point. I think there was a picture taken of the two managers. Obviously, it was a big meetup. And
The media loved it. For
yeah.
sure.
I'm
One
sure
and
they
four
shared a
just-
lot of things, and obviously it hasn't translated at the start. But I think that was more of a bit of misfortune in there.
Absolutely.
Bit of stubbornness in there as well.
100%.
So there's like
and that's what ultimately comes with experience, making those right decisions, not thinking with the cock.
right.
With the what?
With the cock.
What?
Because your
Excuse me?
your brain wants you to captain Saka. Your heart wants you to captain Palmer, but your cock tells you to captain fucking Isak. You know what I mean? I'm just translating. I'm just translating from macaroni and cheese. That's what he told me in the press conference.
For the longest time, I thought he was talking about like a chicken or something. Like
No.
Look, macaroni and cheese is a hell of a character.
Also, who says cock? That's like a
That's a crazy word.
no.
I'm more of a dink user.
Thanksgiving, isn't it?
I mean,
Fair.
I feel like this is more of a dick country.
Oh, fair.
Anyways, yeah, boys. I think that about does it for this episode of the 6-Yard Box podcast. Also, as you mentioned, Vardy, I have to remember. Shout out Ruud van Nistelrooy, who is now Leicester manager.
Who is 0-1? All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of the show. We appreciate you very, very much. And we will catch you back here next week. Enjoy the football. And Blake, see us off.
We out.
See ya.
Yeah.